This time it's Modnation Racers on the PS3. Yeah, it's kind of like Sony's answer to Mario Kart. It's a really good game. The career mode's really expansive, long career modes. You got a good villain in there as well, which is cool. Kind of borrows it from like Cars the movie. I don't know if that was out. Yeah, no, that was out before. No, this was out before Cars 2. So yeah, the baddie in Cars 2 is kind of like the baddie in Modnation. Yeah, it's really good. The community is really active, always making new stuff, as you can see. There you've got the dead mouse at the bottom there, who I'm racing against. First race I've had in a really long time, so you might have to bear with me if I'm a bit rubbish, which I think I am. I don't think I'll win a race here, but I'll go for it anyway. And it's kind of it's difficult to kind of get back in and play really well. I think. I mean, I play okay in it, but yeah, I think I drift too much. I'm always trying to drift and get my what do you call it? It's up the little yellow bar on the left hand side, which lets you boost and shield against attacks and do side swipes. That's something that I don't use enough as well. Side swiping. I think a load of people really do use that well online, especially. But I use one here. I think quite a good one when someone tries to get ahead of me. And there I am as well in the Tron car. Yeah, I downloaded the Tron car the other day. I was quite impressed that they had a car, that they'd made one. Actually, it's quite sick. It's really smooth, like smooth looking. No, I'm getting killed straight away. I could have side swiped there, perhaps, if I hadn't been killed. Yeah, and then I'm just sort of going through this stage. I find, it's a lot easier on. Obviously, it would be a lot easier. It's a lot easier doing the normal stages that are in career mode, because you've raced them already. You've probably raced your mates on them. And then when someone pulls out like a custom stage, unless it really suits you, then you're probably not going to enjoy it as much as one of the stock ones. And then I'm just going around. I also find myself doing too many spins in the air. When I probably shouldn't be doing spins like there, and then I'm just crashing into a wall. Yeah, so the race is going okay. There's two people ahead of me that I'm probably not going to catch. Oh, there you go. There, I've done my first major mistake there. But luckily, Dead Mouse is still behind me. Yeah, so there I'm drifting away, trying to get my my boosts up and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm trying to guess where if my opponent's going to attack me or not. I don't actually get attacked that much in this race. Like I could have been attacked a lot more. Now I'm falling off the edge, shooting my missiles and then like falling off. It's ridiculous. But yeah, no, I really like this game. It's worth a look, guys. It really is. It's cheap now. Been out for more than a year, so naturally it's pretty cheap, and that means the community's been able to sort of, they've been able to get sort of cream rises to the top with the community, doesn't it? And you've got the best stuff out available now. You can download all sorts of great characters and carts for you to use. There's my silhouette, like, it's crashing. I don't know why it's crashing. I'm not even driving. Yeah, you can get all sorts of stuff. Tracks are really good as well. People make tracks. Some of them amazing. Some of them, not so good. But it's also something you can mess around with. The track creator is amazing. You can build pretty much anything you want. Replicas of other games, other tracks. What I'd really like to see is some Formula 1 tracks. Some really good Formula 1 tracks on here. Because I'm sure it's doable, because they're flat, aren't they? There's no real hills or well, there is a few dips in chicanes in certain places. I think there's one in Shanghai in Formula 1. God, I'm showing how boring I am now talking about Formula 1. Yeah, so there's a few things I'd really like to see. Improvements, I would say that to be like, they could improve the loading times on some of the screens. Some of the screens are really slow to load, and that's a bit annoying sometimes if you want to play with mates and that. Also, as you can see, there's only 6 of us in this race online, and it's not a good time of the day to be on. Probably I should have probably gone on a bit later on, but at the same time, it's not really good enough. They should try and put people. They should have a better matchmaking facility. Yeah, I just feel like it's the loading times really let it down. in certain instances, and I mean it's definitely worth the wait because there's nothing better on the PS3 in terms of like that Mario Kart style of karting. Yeah, it's an excellent game. I mean, Sony did really well here. The guys at Modnation, whoever made it, I can't remember, did really well, and I think that's something that Sony should be really proud of. I can't wait for Modnation 2. That's going to be amazing. And I know it's out on the PSP, and I'm hoping the PS Vita version is really good as well. I would assume it is, because I'm sure you can do some wacky stuff with track creation there using the touchpad on the back. That would be really cool. Yeah, being able to put stuff there with your hands would be really cool. Like touch screen, putting blocks down and stuff like that. Blocks, what are they called in this? They're sort of like item bubbles, aren't they? I don't really know. But yeah, you can put some of those down. It's definitely worth a look. I mean, you get it for like a tenner now, surely. Yeah, it's never ending, isn't it? If you want new stuff, I'm sure there's new tracks and all sorts of stuff every single day. You can rate each other's tracks, share all sorts of stuff that you've made. One thing I haven't taken advantage of since the games came, sort of like since I've been playing this, is being able to like pay for items, to make your cart a bit better. Well, I haven't done that yet, and I don't think I will, because it's just one of those things. I mean, how much do you value items in this game? I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? It's just like people make really good carts anyway. So the ones that are like pay for items and so I'm not going to bother with that. But you can if you want to. It's definitely worth a look, guys. Yeah, what else is really good about this game? Yeah, it's just sort of it's frantic, isn't it? Look how fast paced it is. It looks pretty good still as well. You've got things sort of fly by at a frantic pace, but everything's pretty smooth. The frame rate doesn't really drop off at any time unless you're sort of unless you're there. And yeah, sort of it's really good, and you're not going to be disappointed if you pick this up for a tenner, I promise you. And if you want a game with a lot of customization, a lot of character choice, a lot of circuit choice, and it looks good still, then pick this up. I mean, it's not going to break any sort of any records graphics wise, but it's it's a really smooth looking game. I'd say it stands up well to games like Mario Kart. It's just as smooth. There I am, finishing third again in my second race, and we're coming to the end of the video now, so I suggest you pick it up. I would rate this game probably an 8 out of 10, pushing 9 for what it is. And I'd put Mario Kart probably 8 or 9 as well. And yeah, some people even put that 10, so I'm not going to argue with them. But yeah, if you want to see any more reviews, like, subscribe, comment, any of that. And yeah, see you next time.